Did you know that nearly 50% of couples feel disconnected within the first few years of their relationship? But it doesn't have to be that way. Here's how you can keep the spark alive and thrive together. Welcome to Self-Mastery and Mindful Connections. Today, we're diving into the keys to building long-lasting and fulfilling relationships. In this video, we'll explore win-win strategies for long-term relationship success, focusing on overcoming common challenges like poor communication, neglecting emotional intimacy, and letting routine take over. By addressing these obstacles, we'll uncover how working as a team, prioritizing emotional connection, and practicing active listening and empathy can transform your relationship into one that thrives and grows over time. So, whether you want to deepen your bond, improve your communication, or rekindle the spark, stay tuned as we reveal practical strategies to create lasting success in your relationship. Joining us today is Dr. Anita Patel, a renowned expert in emotional intelligence and interpersonal relationships. With a PhD in psychology and years of experience conducting workshops and seminars, Dr. Patel has helped countless individuals and couples navigate the complexities of their relationships. Her deep understanding of emotional intelligence makes her uniquely qualified to provide insight into the win-win strategies we'll explore today. Strategies that foster lasting, fulfilling relationships by focusing on empathy, communication, and mutual support.
Thank you for having me. Long-term relationships require more than love. They need consistent effort, growth, and respect. Win-win strategies are key, helping both partners benefit over time. In this video, we'll explore the critical areas of communication, emotional intimacy, and personal growth, the foundations that sustain relationships and help them thrive. When we talk about poor communication, it's easy to think it just means not talking enough or being unclear. However, communication goes far deeper. It involves the emotions behind words, hidden assumptions, and past experiences that influence how we connect. It's not a simple fix. It often stems from long-standing habits, defenses, and even trauma. Understanding and transforming these patterns requires self-reflection, patience, and a new way of relating to others and ourselves. And remember, struggling with communication isn't your fault. As Robin Williams' character says in Good Will Hunting, it's not your fault. Our communication styles are shaped by our upbringing and experiences, often as coping mechanisms.
When we discuss poor communication, it's not about blame. These struggles often arise from past pain or survival mechanisms, habits formed to protect ourselves. It's not about guilt or shame. It's about learning and growth. Our goal is to show that change is possible. Recognizing that your past doesn't have to define how you communicate is the first step toward healthier, more meaningful interactions. It's not about fixing your skills. It's about fostering authentic connection, understanding, and empathy. Listening deeply, expressing clearly, and feeling heard. Mark and Sarah have been feeling disconnected due to work stress. One evening, they sit down after dinner.
I'm overwhelmed with work. Can you help out with house stuff this week?
Yeah, I've been busy too.
So does that mean you'll help or not?
I said I'm busy too. I thought you'd understand.
I'm asking for help, not about how busy you are.
I am helping. I have a lot going on too.
You're not listening. I feel like you don't care.
That's not fair. I'm trying. But you act like my stress doesn't matter.
And you're acting like mine doesn't either.
This is a classic case of poor communication leading to misunderstanding. Sarah's request for help isn't specific, so Mark feels unsure about what to do. Meanwhile, Mark's acknowledgement of his stress seems indifferent to Sarah. The solution lies in active listening and clarifying expectations. Instead of saying, "I'm busy too," Mark could ask, "What do you need help with?" And Sarah could specify, "I need help with chores like cleaning the kitchen or doing laundry." This way, both partners feel heard and supported, preventing frustration.
John and Lisa have been so caught up in work and daily routines that they've drifted apart emotionally.
John, do you feel like we're just going through the motions? Like we don't connect anymore?
What do you mean? We still spend time together, right? We've just been busy.
I know, but it feels different. We don't talk like we used to. I miss feeling close to you.
We're tired, Lisa. This is just how life goes. Things change.
Maybe, but shouldn't we make time for each other? I feel like we're losing something important.
I don't know. I guess. But we're okay, right? We've got a lot going on.
This scenario highlights a common issue in relationships: neglecting emotional intimacy. As life gets busy, meaningful connections often fade into the background. Lisa felt the growing distance, but John didn't recognize the problem, viewing it as a natural outcome of their routines. His dismissive responses unintentionally leave Lisa feeling unseen. To address this, both partners need to nurture their emotional bond consistently. Simple practices like setting time for uninterrupted conversations, expressing appreciation, and engaging in shared activities can rekindle intimacy and keep the relationship special amidst the chaos.
Stay tuned to discover strategies for maintaining emotional intimacy. It's not just about time together, it's about actively creating meaningful moments. Remember, quality trumps quantity when keeping a relationship thriving. Now, let's discuss how easy routines can take over a relationship. When life gets busy, it's all too common for work, chores, and responsibilities to overshadow quality time together. Let's see how this plays out for Ben and Emma.
Do you realize we haven't had a date night in months?
Yeah, I guess. But work's been crazy, and there's always something to do around the house.
I know, but we never make time for just us anymore. I miss us.
It's just life, Emma. We're swamped. We can't drop everything for date nights.
I'm not asking to drop everything. I want to do something together that's not about chores or work.
All right, maybe this weekend. But it's a busy time.
Ben and Emma's situation illustrates a common issue. When routines take priority, it can leave little room for connection. It's not just about being busy, it's about not prioritizing quality time for each other. While routines are necessary, they can also create an emotional disconnect if you don't make room for shared moments.
We haven't touched on yet the profound impact of unmet emotional needs. When these needs are overlooked, it can create dissatisfaction or even resentment. Over time, these feelings can fester and make partners more defensive, turning what could be a win-win relationship into a win-lose dynamic. If a partner feels unseen or unappreciated, they might seek validation elsewhere, whether they realize it or not. When someone else enters the picture and starts meeting those unmet needs, it can feel like a lifeline. This can lead to emotional attachments, cheating, or lying outside the relationship. And that's why Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Your heart is where your needs, desires, and emotions reside, and protecting it from negative patterns that can harm you and your partner is important.
It's easy to become defensive when your needs aren't being met. This defensiveness can make it hard to see your partner as an ally, turning the relationship adversarial. That's why nurturing a relationship is more than talking or spending time together. It's about actively protecting your emotional bond. The goal is to create a partnership where both feel safe, supported, and valued, so that you seek validation within the relationship, not outside of it.
When dealing with unmet needs, communicate openly and empathetically. Express your needs without placing blame, and make space for your partner's needs too. When you both share without judgment, what could become conflict turns into an opportunity for deeper understanding and growth. Emotions are complex, and so are human needs. But by recognizing these vulnerabilities and guarding your emotional connection, you can create a truly win-win relationship where both partners feel seen, heard, and loved.
Ben views their busy phase as just a temporary hurdle. But without attention, these patterns can turn into long-term habits that erode emotional intimacy. The issue isn't just about being busy. It's about consciously making time for your relationship. Even small moments, a weekly date night, a daily check-in, or trying something new together, can keep the relationship vibrant. Your routine should support your relationship, not overshadow it. These pitfalls, Poor communication, neglecting emotional intimacy, and letting routine dominate often start small but can create a slow drift between partners, leading to emotional distance.
Consider Mark and Sarah. Poor communication led to misunderstandings, turning a simple conversation into a conflict where neither felt heard. Or John and Lisa, who let emotional intimacy fade, resulting in feelings of loneliness. Without regular emotional check-ins, their relationship felt unfulfilling. Then there's Ben and Emma, who allowed routines to dominate, leaving no time for intentional connection. While structure is important, it can also create a sense of being stuck if couples don't actively seek ways to bond. Small conflicts become harder to resolve when emotional closeness is neglected. The solution is teamwork, communicating openly, nurturing emotional bonds, and setting aside quality time for each other. These efforts are the foundation of a lasting relationship. Without them, emotional distance grows, making conflict resolution more challenging and increasing misunderstandings.
One of the most transformative approaches to a healthy relationship is adopting a win-win strategy, focusing on meeting each other's needs and resolving conflicts together. This involves active listening and empathy, hearing and understanding your partner without jumping to conclusions.
Active listening creates a safe space for your partner to express themselves. By responding with empathy and acknowledging their feelings, you build trust and openness. This supportive environment turns conflicts into opportunities for growth and connection.
Imagine a couple constantly arguing over household duties, feeling unheard and overwhelmed. They decide to try a win-win approach with active listening. One evening, they sit down to share their frustrations. The husband talks about work stress, while the wife discusses feeling burdened by housework. They understand each other's struggles through empathy and create a balanced plan together. Over time, they build a stronger bond because both feel heard and valued.
This win-win strategy resolves conflicts and enhances emotional intimacy, fostering a deeper connection.
Embracing a win-win strategy through active listening and empathy creates a transformative shift in relationship dynamics.
Increased trust. Feeling heard fosters trust, allowing both partners to rely on the assurance that their concerns are taken seriously. Conflicts become chances for growth instead of sources of division. Improved communication. Empathy-driven communication allows self-expression without fear of judgment. This approach reduces misunderstandings and turns conversations into meaningful discussions that strengthen the relationship rather than sparking blame. Deeper emotional intimacy. Emotional intimacy deepens as trust and communication flourish. Empathy in regular interactions builds a strong emotional bond, bringing partners closer together. Personal growth and mutual support. Win-win strategies support the relationship and individual growth. When partners give each other space for personal development, the partnership becomes more resilient and supportive, growing stronger together.
By implementing these strategies, one couple saw their relationship flourish. The wife pursued a new career, and the husband rekindled personal hobbies. They felt more connected by supporting each other's growth, sharing in successes, and celebrating their journey as a team.
A win-win strategy resolves immediate conflicts and builds a foundation for mutual respect, personal growth, and lasting emotional connection.
Successful relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and emotional intelligence. These principles provide a foundation for security, appreciation, and deep emotional understanding.
Trust fosters safety, respect ensures both individuals are valued, and emotional intelligence helps navigate life's ups and downs with empathy. However, commitment to these principles is crucial, especially during challenging times. A thriving relationship demands consistent effort, active listening, support, and shared growth. When partners invest in their bond, they survive adversity and emerge stronger together.
These strategies are adaptable at any stage of a relationship. Whether you're starting or have spent years together, practicing trust, respect, and emotional intelligence helps overcome obstacles, deepen the bond, and build a flourishing connection.
Building a lasting relationship requires more than love. It requires trust, respect, emotional intelligence, and a commitment to growth. By embracing active listening, empathy, and mutual support, you can transform your relationship into one that thrives.
Ready to elevate your connection? Start today. Engage in honest conversation, listen actively, and strengthen your bond. If you found this video helpful, like, share, and subscribe for more insights on creating healthy, fulfilling connections. Let's build relationships that stand the test of time.